Hi, my name is Faith Kaiser, and I'm with Lexi Neubauer, and she's with Event Tech Stack, and she's going to tell us a little bit about how she got into it and demo the product. So Lexi, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Faith.
Yes, it's great that you're here. So let me know, how did you come to solve this problem in the events industry?
So I've been in the event space for about 7 years now, and Event Tech Stack was really born to help people deliver in-person, hybrid, and virtual events with an all-in-one tool. And the issues that we were seeing with our clients were that they might have an in-person event, but all of a sudden they need to live stream something. So having the live stream tools built into the platform, and really a platform that's extremely flexible to solve anything that an event throws our way, because we know that there are always last-minute changes. So we've used AI with the platform to really help deliver these experiences in a smooth and easy fashion, and also to give attendees a more interesting experience and to tailor content to them. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today, is some of the AI tools that we built for our attendees.
I'd love to see it. So let's get started.
All right,
so again, for the audience, this is Event Tech Stack.
So at Event Tech Stack, every event really needs a microsite, and there are a couple different components to the way that we build things on the platform. So first of all is the microsite, and this is our tool for marketing the event and getting the word out. And sometimes events are public, and sometimes they need to actually protect this information. So the way our platform works is you could completely lock something down, only your invited registrant list maybe could see this information, or it could be available to the public and also have some additional levels and access control. So we've really built it in a way that's flexible depending on the type of event and the type of audience. So the first thing for any event was to get them excited about what's going to be happening. And that starts with showing them a little bit about the event and some of the featured speakers that they might be interested in listening to. And these are just some fake AI speakers, but they've got some fun headshots, and they've got like purple hair and stuff, but giving them some highlights about what happens at the event. And our platform has a full AI website builder, so you don't have to be a designer to actually build out this experience for your attendees.
So event marketing is really easy with this.
Yes, because people are really struggling. They have very small teams, small event teams, and they're being asked to design the microsite, design all of the emails, the SMS messages, the agenda, get the speakers coordinated, get the venue coordinated. So we know that there's a lot of pressure on event teams, and we're just trying to make this whole process as easy as possible. So I'm going to walk through registration for this particular event, and this one's a hybrid event. So we have an in-person agenda, and some of these sessions might be available as a live stream or an in-person session, or both when we have a hybrid event. So here we're showing one global trends that might have both components to it. And we've got pretty extensive agendas that people can look through and build out. And then maybe the virtual agenda is a little bit simpler. There's only going to be a couple sessions that are going to be available to that audience. So just wanted to call that out, that the platform fully supports full HD live streaming. I'm going to go ahead and click register, and you can register from a call to action or up here in the navigation.
I just had a question about live streaming. So how do I work with the AV team to get that going with your platform?
Yeah, so it's really simple. All you have to do is you spin up a live stream for a particular session, and you would just hand that information over to your AV team, and they can connect. You can see a preview. We also have failover servers. So if something was to happen with one of their encoders and it went down, it would fail over to the backup. So that's a really nice thing to have. And we do also support live AI captioning and translations. So we can translate your content into 2 languages automatically.
Wow, excellent.
So what we're looking at here is one of the first steps in registration. So depending on how an event is configured, we might have varying registration levels. And as a particular user, I might only have access to one of these, or I could choose from any, depending on how things are set up. And we can support payments through Stripe and Authorize.net on the platform. And you can kind of pick your level and choose your own adventure. So for now, today, I'm just going to be a general attendee because I don't want to pay anything today, but I could also choose one of these other paths. And our platform also supports making sure that sessions for each level, there's access configurable. So maybe my VIPs get different access compared to my general attendees and my virtual attendees.
Nice. Yeah, that's very nice.
So lots of ways to lock that down and all that content. Now, what you're seeing here is our registration form. And for each of those levels that we just looked at in that list, we can collect different information. So this form can be completely different for each of those levels, because maybe you want to collect different information for your in-person attendees versus your virtual attendees. For our in-person attendees, a lot of the times we like to collect phone numbers because we've incorporated SMS messages into the platform. And then we can trigger a registration confirmation by text, or any updates throughout the event we can send via text as well. And then I've got two fields here. I've got I'm interested in and dietary restrictions. We know in-person events, everybody's got to have their dietary preferences.
The dietary restrictions can be really complicated.
Yes. So that plus the photography and recording consent, we see this all the time. So those are kind of standard. But I also have in this form, I'm collecting some information about I'm interested in. And as a planner, you could put in any of these. This can be customizable to your event. So let's say I'm interested in all of these different things. And then this is going to be one data point that I could then filter on later on post-event. But also now I can give the attendee a tailored experience once they get into looking at their sessions and their agenda. So I'm going to go ahead and click continue, and let's go into the next step. So here's where AI is starting to come into the process. So you can see this little thing here, AI powered session recommendations are turned on. And on our platform, you can turn AI on or off. So you can use as much or as little of it as you want. We're just finding that a lot of event planners are asking for these tools because somebody else is asking for them. How can we make this more exciting with AI?
And does this continue through to the mobile app as well?
Yeah, so we have a mobile app too. And so all of that is worked into this as well.
Great.
So now AI is telling me that this is a 95% match. It aligns with my interests, and this will help me make smarter decisions. And then I also have a connection that's attending this particular session. So it thinks that this one might be a good pick for me. Then it's also saying that there are two people going to this one, and this one's an 88% match. So overall, the last one is a 65% match. It's not as what it thinks will be as interesting to me. So I'm going to go ahead and register for this one. What this is a session group. So I could have as many of these as I want. And let's say that you could only register for one of these in the session group, but I could also join a wait list if I wanted to, but I at least need to register for one thing. So I'm going to go ahead and click continue. And then I finished my registration. And what that does is it unlocks our attendee portal. So I'll get an email confirmation with my registration details. And if I had put in a phone number, I would get my SMS confirmation as well. So let's just take a quick look at the attendee portal and some of the things that are available to us with AI. So again, you'll see these AI picks for the overall agenda. We had things that we registered for within the registration flow. So that's what these sessions are, and we'll see them later on. But it will also tell me if there are other things that I want to, that might make sense for me to add to my own personal agenda. So if I click over to here and it says AI picks sessions tailored to you. So again, it's saying that I should really attend this AI and content strategy session. Maybe this lunch and table topics would be good for me as well. So now I'm starting to build out my entire agenda, and this is personalized and completely to me. And I can then access all of this through the mobile app and get into these particular sessions. Another thing that we have is our networking. And so this is all opt-in networking. And again, AI will start recommending people to me based on our goals or our interests. And so I'm going to say that I'm looking for business partners. I want to learn new skills and I want to offer mentorship. And so then I'm going to join the network, and it will show me people who have also opted into the network. So here, these people are a pretty good match for me, and I can kind of keep scrolling and see who I want to connect with. I can look at their bios and their names, and people can show as much or as little information within the networking. So they could choose not to show their email or their LinkedIn, but definitely maybe their bio. So then I can just go ahead and connect with them, and that unlocks messaging and a whole lot of other things for me. So here we have a bunch of people who have opted in. And with those ones that I've connected with, I can actually start chatting with them. And then somebody's found me, so I can go ahead and accept her request to connect. And then post-event, we know that a lot of people just like to move on to LinkedIn. So that's why we like to include these social links here, is that they found each other during the event, but they really want to continue their conversation on LinkedIn.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And then finally, we just have our networking lounges. So there's not too much with AI in the networking lounges, but it's just kind of another cool way to let people connect. So it's kind of like a running Slack channel for the event, and you can have as many as you want to, and you can lock them down based on the attendee registration level. People can include links, they can include video links and all sorts of things, and just start chatting and connecting with each other. And it's a great opportunity for like sponsorship too. Sometimes people add a sponsor name to the networking lounge.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, those are just some of the ways that we've incorporated AI so far into the attendee experience.
This is wonderful. And so can you make a different tier for a live participant and a virtual participant?
Yes. So in terms of the different sessions, I can say if this particular session for my general attendees, if they'll be able to just watch it or view it in person, or also have access to the live stream. So depending on their registration level, we can say if a particular session will have that access for that level. And then we've got full engagement tools built into the platform as well. So even for our in-person attendees, they can do Q&A and polls, which are also tied to the hybrid or the virtual attendees. So everybody's participating in the same polls, the same chat.
Oh, that's nice.
All within the same space.
Wow. Well, I'm really impressed. How can people get in touch with you?
So they can visit us at eventtechstack.com. We're also going to be exhibiting next week at the Experiential Marketing Summit in Las Vegas in booth 1011. We'll be at Event Tech Live later this year in London. And yeah, just send us an email, find me on LinkedIn. My name is Lexi Neubauer. And yeah, we'd love to demo anything about the platform to anyone.
Okay, good to know. All right. Wonderful. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Faith.
It was wonderful to have you explaining this amazing platform.
Thank you so much. It was great to be here.
Hi, this is Faith Kaiser of Event Nation, and we are sponsors of Event Tech Pod. We hope you enjoyed another episode of the AI demos of the latest in event tech. We are all getting educated together, and we are better together. Our software strips out the private data from your hotel event contracts, reviews issues, flags them, lets you choose which issues are important to you, and returns a marked up copy of the PDF ready to send back to the hotel all in minutes. It's a big time saver. I hope you'll check it out at eventnation.com. And also, please visit our very special guest, the all-in-one event platform, eventtechstack.com. Thank you.